This is Athens, Georgia, a calm little community that's about to get shaken up with a college football rumble. And the weather is absolutely gorgeous for today's game between the Kansas State Wildcats and the Georgia Bulldogs. And here come the Bulldogs. Welcome, everybody. Brad Nessler here for EA Sports with my co-host Kirk Herbstreit and Lee Corso. We hope you're ready for an action-packed game of NCAA football. If you compare these teams on paper, they really look to be pretty equal. Kirk, what do you think?
You know, I think in a game like this, you need to look at the big playmakers. Georgia may not be the more talented team in this one, but they have a running back that can take a game over. Look for them to get back to the basics of running the football, mixing in the play action, and to do just enough to win this one.
Let me tell you something. Kansas State has an offensive front that is tremendous. Now, I'm telling you, if I'm the coach, I start the game off running the football right at this defense, and I wear them down physically and mentally. I'm going with them in this one.
Thanks, guys. Let's take it down to the field and get ready for the game. And they're ready to kick this one away. Kicks it off. Number 1 fields it in the end zone. They'll get the ball here at the 27-yard line.
First and 10.
He drops back. He's under some heat. Fantastic play by the cornerback.
All you young defensive backs at home, that is how you play defense.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 27-yard line. The Bulldogs bring in the nickel package. Back to pass. Steps up. He's got to throw it in a hurry. Big opening. Now a stiff arm. That'll get some good yardage for the receiver.
This kid is one heck of a wideout. He's the guy you got to get the ball to as much as you can because he could do things that make you say, whoa.
First and 10. Ball on the 15. Kansas State lines up with 3 receivers. Drops back to pass. He steps up under pressure. It falls incomplete. That one might have been 6 if it wasn't for the pressure.
Great job here by the defense of getting in the face of the quarterback and making him throw the ball before he wanted to.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 15-yard line. Number 11 comes to the line with 3 wide. They hand off on the counter. Makes a move with the spin. And down he goes at the 3-yard line. And that was a fantastic run by the tailback.
This defense has got to get back to the basics. Just a simple counter play, and they were not ready at all.
I don't know. They're just getting overpowered right now up front.
Number 27 is the deep back as they line up in the I. They get it out there on the toss. Little shake and bake move. Touchdown, Kansas State. Nice little run there by the halfback to get in for the score.
Yo, that guy was not about to be stopped. He really wanted to get into the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. And over 6 minutes still left in the first quarter with the score, Kansas State 7, Georgia nothing. Number 11 looks ready to kick this one off. Number 22, and Frederick set to return. Frederick fields it in the end zone. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 20. The Bulldogs go with the I formation. He drops back. Steps up in the pocket. Throws this one out to the left. And that was a good defensive play.
Yeah, guys, this is because he's in great position to make the play.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. The Bulldogs with 4 receivers. Broke away from one. Steps up. And it's incomplete.
This ball's incomplete. Number 80, the intended receiver on the play.
It's 3rd down and 10. Ball on the 20. The Bulldogs line up with 4 wideouts. Back to pass. Under heavy pressure. He lets it go. Almost intercepted. I don't think the offense was on the same page on that drive. It's 3 and out on 3 incomplete passes. They send out the punting unit. It's away, and it's a booming punt. 27 takes it at the 33.
What to look for in this drive is to see how often the defense changes up its coverages. They didn't defend the pass very well that last drive, so it's going to be interesting to see if they play them differently here.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 42. Kansas State lines up in a double tight set. On the ground with the tailback. And he's taken down. No gain. So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line. The Wildcats come out showing 3 wide. Drops back to pass. He steps up. He rolls left. Complete. And down he goes. And Herbie, that was a good-looking throw.
Yeah, and what impresses me is the composure of this young quarterback. He made a great read, saw the open receiver, and delivered an almost perfect strike. Good-looking play.
It's 3rd down and 2 to go. Ball on the 50. Kansas State lines up in a goal line set. Here's the give. And he's taken down. And that'll give him another 1st down.
Excellent job there, Brad, of running the football. That was good execution by this offense.
First and 10. Ball on the 40. The Wildcats line up in a split back set. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Kirk, they really had nothing going on that run.
I'll tell you what, Brad, it's almost like he ran into a brick wall on that play.
Second down, 14 coming up here. Ball on the 44. The Wildcats go with the I formation. They go with the run. Spin move. And down he goes at the 41-yard line. They get 3 yards on the play. So another third down upcoming for the offense. Georgia has all their DBs in for this 5-wide set. Finds his receiver. Talk about a throw.
Does this kid have an arm or what? I'm telling you, this thing is like a laser beam coming out of his hand.
Boy, you're right. What a cannon this young man's got.
It's 1st and 10, and this is the 7th play of the current drive. Number 11 with 3 wide receivers. Nice play fake. And they couldn't hook up on that one. He needed a little more touch on his throw.
He's got to take a deep breath, relax, and just play a little pitch and catch out there. Don't be anxious, kid.
Second and 10. This is the 8th play of this drive. Kansas State goes with the ace set here. They'll keep it on the ground again. Spins upfield. The halfback runs for 4 yards. They line up for another third down, and they've had no problem converting their first 2. Kansas State comes out with an I formation. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. He's all the way home. Touchdown. What an athletic play by the wideout.
This guy's one of the most athletic players I've seen all year. You realize in high school this guy was all-state in football, basketball, and baseball. He's been making big plays his whole life.
And he hits the PAT. Over 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. The score is Kansas State 14, Georgia nothing. Number 11 is lined up to kick this one off. Number 22, and Frederick back deep to return. Number 22 fields it in the end zone.
You guys remember what this offense did the last time they had the ball?
Did they have the ball before?
Exactly. It was 3 and out so fast they had to ask for slow-mo replay to recap it.
They'll take over at the 20.
At the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Number 21, alone in the backfield. Steps up, throws this one out to the left. Finds a man. Well, he showed off his arm that time with a heck of a throw. First and 10. Ball on their own 40. The Bulldogs line up with 3 wide. Laterals back. He's knocked out of bounds. And they'll lose a yard there.
Number 21, the ball carrier. 1-yard loss on the play.
It's second down and 11 to go. Ball on their own 39. From the gun. He drops back. Rolling out to the right side. And it's caught. And he's taken down at the 49. The quarterback just rifled that one in there for a good game.
Boy, he's throwing the football with some pop, isn't he, Coach?
Hey, if he's not careful, he's going to break his receiver's fingers.
3rd and 1 coming up on this play. Ball on the 49-yard line. They put everyone up on the line. And down he goes at midfield. They denied him the first down on that run.
Brad, that's what I call a big-time effort by the defense.
The drive stalls, and they'll have to punt it away. Number 12 gets it off. Number 1 takes from the 10. Let's see if this defense has trouble defending the pass again here.
If they do, my friend, look out. They're going to give up another touchdown in a hurry.
They'll start the drive.
They'll go to work at the 9-yard line.
1st and 10.
Kansas State lines up with a split backfield. Here's the give. And he's taken down. 2-yard pickup.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Second and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 11-yard line. They line up in a double tight set. Drops back to pass. He steps up. Here comes the pressure. Got it to his receiver. And down he goes. The wide receiver picks up good yardage that time.
15-yard gain on the play.
First and 10. Ball on the 30. A long ways yet to go, but at the end of 1, our score, Kansas State 14, Georgia nothing. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 30. Kansas State comes out with an I formation. They'll throw on 1st down. Steps up in the pocket. Throws. Incomplete. A little too much juice on that one.
This quarterback sometimes gets a little bit too excited back there and tries to put too much on it. He's got to relax and just make a good throw.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 30. 2 tight end set. They go with a run. And he's taken down. A 1-yard gain by the halfback.
1-yard gain on the play.
Third and 9. Ball on the 31-yard line. The Bulldogs line up in a nickelback. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Steps up, and now the ball is loose. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield. The offense was quick to jump on that loose ball, weren't they, Kirk?
Yeah, as soon as they saw it hit the floor, they reacted.
It's 4th down, and the punt team lines up. Number 11 punts it, and it's a good one. Number 18 fields at the 29. A good return there, guys.
I'll tell you what, the blocking was tremendous on that play, Coach.
You're absolutely right. He made some good moves, but the blocking was solid.
They'll start this drive at the 43-yard line. They come out with 4 wide out. They'll throw on 1st down. He steps up down the middle, and he dropped it.
The intended receiver on the play.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 43-yard line. Number 21 is the single setback. Moore brings him down. No gain.
On the carry. No gain on the play.
Third down and 10 coming up. Ball on the 43. They come out in a 5-wide set. He drops back, steps up in the pocket. Complete. And down he goes at the 43. And they fail to convert for the first down.
Boy, the offense hates to see that. The defense, again, coach, stepping up.
The defense is important. It wins football games for you.
Fourth and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line.
It's fourth down now, and we'll see the punt team.
47, back to return.
Number 12 gets it off. Number 27 fields it at the 17.
He couldn't shake anybody. He needs to go work out those legs a little bit.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good return, but if he could have broken that last tackle, that might have been a big play.
They'll get the ball here at the 25.
At the 25-yard line. First and 10.
Number 27 lines up as a single back. On the ground with the tailback. And he's taken down. The halfback runs for 4 yards.
4 on the play.
It's second down and 6 to go. Ball on their own 29. Number 27 alone in the backfield. And he's going to lose yards on this one.
Instead of running around the defenders, he ran right into them.
I don't think it mattered if he ran left or right or over the top. They just lost the battle up front.
Third down and 7. Ball on the 28-yard line. They come out in a nickel. Back to pass. Steps up, wants the middle, complete, and down he goes at the 37-yard line. And a nice pass to the tight end.
Yeah, this is what I like. Move the ball down the field. Use that nice and steady intermediate passing game.
It's first and 10. Ball on their own 37. The Bulldogs line up with 6 defensive backs. And it's caught, and he's taken down at the 39-yard line. Nothing going on that play.
Well, here I think the quarterback needs to be a little bit more patient in the pocket. That way he can allow his receivers to get downfield a little bit before he throws it.
Second and 8 coming up here, and this is the 5th play of the current drive. Number 11 comes to the line with 3 wide, and down he goes at the 42-yard line. They get 3 yards on the play. The defense will try to stop this third down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. Number 11 with 3 wide receivers. Drops back to pass. Throws it to the outside. Nice job getting a hand on that one.
Yeah, really good heads-up play there to get a hand on the football by the defense.
They send out the punting unit. They get this one off, and it's a beauty. Number 18 calls for the fair catch. He drops it. Coach, I think he just took his eyes off that one.
Oh, yeah, you just can't do things like that.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 16. Number 11 comes to the line with 3 wide. He steps up. Oh, boy, almost intercepted. Coach, he made a nice defensive play there.
He sure did. He just stuck his hand out and hit the football.
Second and 10. Ball on the 16-yard line. Pro formation here. They keep him on the ground with a tailback. He's gobbled up in the backfield.
Great job by the defensive lineman here to get a paw on him and put him to the turf.
Third and 11 coming up here. Ball on the 17-yard line. Georgia puts 6 DBs on the field to counter this 5-receiver look. Spinning. And he's taken down. Nice pass, but not enough for the first down, and that's going to bring up 4.
I know, yeah, but nice pass and catch. But when you don't convert the first down, it's not as nice as you'd like.
Number 11 lined up for the field goal. This should be a chip shot. The kick is up, and he got it. Number 11 is lined up to kick this one off. Frederick and number 22 back to return. Number 22 fields it in the end zone. He should have downed it there.
Yep, like they say, hindsight is 20/20. It looked good early, but it got real bad late.
They'll set up shop at the 14-yard line. The Bulldogs come out in the ace formation. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Going deep. Lays it out there. Incomplete pass. He just let his wide out a little too much that time. It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 14. Kansas State brings in their nickel package. He drops back. He tosses it short. He's got a lot of green. What a catch, and that's going to give him a first down.
Boy, that's a big play for the offense, but I think the defense needs to play a little bit tighter in the secondary.
First and 10. Ball on the 34. Single set backfield. They'll throw on first down. Steps up. He's got to throw it in a hurry. Incomplete. And they do a good job at swatting that one away.
You're right, Brad. Excellent awareness by the defender to know where the football is and get his hand on it.
So it's second and 10. Ball on their own 34. The Bulldogs go with the I formation. Drops back to pass. He steps up. And it falls incomplete. Coach, he underthrew that one.
That's one of those passes where he's trying too hard to throw the ball away from the defender. He ended up missing his own receiver.
It's 3rd down and 10. This is the 5th play of this drive. The Wildcats bring in their dime package. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to air it long. Got it, and he's taken down. The Bulldogs called for a timeout, and that was their first timeout. 1st and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line. The Bulldogs line up with 2 tight ends. They'll throw on 1st down. Steps up, and he drops it.
This ball's incomplete. Frederick, the intended receiver on the play. Second and 10.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 32. Number 21 is the single setback. He drops back. He steps up. He's in trouble. He's all the way. Touchdown. The wideout makes a big catch there.
Hey, whenever you have a receiver who can make plays like that, you just want to get the ball in his hands and let him do the work.
Listen up, my friend. That was a tremendous throw by the quarterback, too. Don't forget about the guys slinging the ball all over the field out there.
And he hits the PAT. Down to just a few seconds left here before the half. And our score, Kansas State 17, Georgia 7. Number 30, ready to kick. Number 27, and number 1, deep to return. We should have a return on this one. Number 27 takes it at the 4. The offense goes back out onto the field after picking up a field goal on their last drive. They'll go to work at the 22-yard line.
At the 22-yard line. 1st and 10.
On the ground with the tailback. And down he goes at the 27. A 5-yard gain.
5-yard gain on the play.
2nd and 5 coming up here. Ball on the 27-yard line. And we've reached halftime here. The score at the break, Kansas State 17, Georgia 7. Second half just about set to get underway as the teams line up for the kick. He sends this one deep. Frederick fields it in the end zone. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. They'll start this drive at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10.
Georgia comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. They'll throw on 1st down. Steps up in the pocket. Throws this one out to the right. And an outstanding play defensively.
Yeah, he timed it perfectly and managed to get a hand in there to deflect the ball away.
Second and 10. Ball on the 23. Georgia goes with the ace set here. Gets the ball. No, they faked it. Moore with a takedown at the 30-yard line. Well, they pick up a few with a pass play, Coach.
Yeah, it was. I like plays like these. As long as you're moving forward and not backward, you're doing pretty good.
Third down and 3 coming up. Ball on the 30. Number 3 with 4 wide receivers. And they'll try to get the first through the air. Steps up, throws this one out to the right. And that one's fallen incomplete. That brings up a punting situation.
I'll tell you what, this defense did a heck of a job that time to hold them to 3 and out.
They come out in a punt formation.
Number 27, back to return.
He gets it away. Number 27 fields it at the 30.
What I like about this is the guys stayed in their lanes and didn't allow the big play.
They'll take over at the 31-yard line.
First and 10.
The Wildcats come out in the ace formation. On the ground with the tailback. He jukes it, and he's taken down at the 37-yard line. A nice 6-yard gain by the tailback there. Second and 4 coming up here. Ball on their own 37. The Wildcats go with the I formation. They'll run the option. And down he goes. And that's a first down.
Good gain there by the fullback on this option play.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line. The Wildcats line up with 3 wide. They'll go with the run once again. And he's taken down. 3-yard gain by the running back.
3-yard gain on the play.
Second and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 46-yard line. Kansas State lines up with 3 receivers. And down he goes. 7-yard play.
On the carry, 7-yard gain on the play.
It's 3rd and inches. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. On the ground with the tailback. Tries to juke, and he's taken down at the 43-yard line. They keep it on the ground and get the first down.
Good call there on 3rd down by the old head coach.
Yeah, and also give credit to the big boys up front. They did an excellent job of allowing the back to get nice yardage there.
It's first and 10, and this is the 6th play of the drive. Kansas State comes out with an I formation. Counter play. And down he goes at the 41-yard line. This one might be coming back, folks. Let's check out the penalty.
Got an inadvertent face mask on the defense.
And that's going to be a face mask, but only a 5-yard call.
With all the chaos that happens on the field, sometimes a tackler accidentally grabs a face mask.
Second and 3. Ball on the 36-yard line. They'll use a 4-4 defense here. Up the middle with a fullback. And he's taken down. A pickup of 5.
On the run, 5-yard gain on the play.
It's 1st and 10. This is the 8th play of this drive. The Wildcats line up in an I formation. Here's the option. And down he goes at the 29. Couple of yards there. Second and 8 coming up here. And this is the 9th play of the current drive. The Wildcats line up with 3 wide. Straight ahead with the fullback. They'll drop him for a loss.
How about the play of this defense here? They got a great push up front, and they're able to wrap the fullback up for a nice stop.
The defense will try to stop this 3rd down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. Number 11 with 3 wide receivers. Drops back to pass. He steps up. He's going right. And he dropped it.
Receiver on the play. Fourth and 8. Ball on the 29-yard line.
It looks like they're going to try for the long field goal. He gets it up. And it's good. And that was not an easy kick, guys.
Forget about it. This kid can make it from 60 yards or further.
Number 11, ready to kick. He boots it deep downfield. Number 22 fields it in the end zone. The offense gets ready to start a new drive as they just couldn't get anything going on their last possession, going 3 and out. They'll get the ball here at the 20-yard line. Kansas State lines up in a dime defense here. Back to pass. Under pressure. Steps up in the pocket. And got it complete. And he's taken down. Good yardage that time on the pass.
The thing that makes this play work is the quarterback. He throws this thing right in there. What an arm this quarterback's got.
Second and less than a yard. Ball on their own 30. Georgia lines up in a double tight set. He drops back. Throws it to the outside. Incomplete pass. And he threw the ball into coverage.
Man, I tell you, he's lucky that defense didn't come away with that one. Whew.
It's 3rd and inches. Ball on the 30-yard line. The Bulldogs come to the line with their jumbo package. Missed tackle. And down he goes. What a run on 3rd down.
You know, we're always talking about the importance of converting on 3rd down. If you're going to have any kind of success, you got to be able to keep these drives alive, like they did right there.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 41. Number 21, the lone back. They'll throw on 1st down. Steps up. And it falls incomplete. Well, he missed his receiver there, Coach.
Yo, this kid needs to relax a little bit more. That ball's coming out 100 miles an hour. You can't expect the receivers to get to that one.
So it's 2nd and 10. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. Trips right. On the ground with the tailback. Moore brings him down. That'll be a 2-yard gain.
Gain of 2 on the play.
The defense will try to stop this third down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. Number 21 is the single setback. Drops back to pass. He steps up, going deep on the left side. Got him again. And with that catch, he goes over 100 yards.
Well, this wide receiver is definitely having a solid game. He's getting his yards, but more importantly, he's moving the chains for first downs.
Let's see if they can take this one in for 6. Back to pass. End zone. And it's caught for the touchdown. The tight end does a nice job coming down with that touchdown catch.
He certainly did, Brad. This guy's a big-time threat inside the 10-yard line because of his size. He can out-muscle defensive backs for the ball.
And he hits the PAT. Just a few seconds remaining now in the third quarter. And our score, Kansas State 20, Georgia 14. Number 30 is lined up to kick this one off. Number 1 and number 27 back ready to return. Number 27 fields it in the end zone. Gets past the tackler. The defense was able to keep him out of the end zone on their last possession, but the offense did pick up 3. They'll set up shop at the 21.
First and 10.
Trips left. Up the middle. Breaks one. And he's taken down 4, maybe 5 yards on the run.
5-yard gain on the play.
And that's the end of the third quarter. Our score in this one, Kansas State 20, Georgia 14. Second down and 5. Ball on the 26. 2 tight ends set. He drops back. Pumps once. Complete. And he's all the way down to the 41. And the wideout gets a chance to show what he can do.
Oh, he sure does, and he doesn't disappoint either. Great athletic ability.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line. Georgia brings in the nickel here. They'll throw on first down. Steps up in the pocket. He's going long. Got him again. He's all the way down to the 3-yard line. Number 27 lines up in the deep back, I formation. Here's the give, and he is drilled. The fullback rumbles ahead for about a yard. I formation, looking to punch it in here.
And plenty of options on this play, you guys.
On the ground with the tailback. Pickup of a yard for the tailback. They're crowding that line of scrimmage. And off to the fullback. And he's stopped behind the line. Just a great play there by the linebacker.
Yeah, he showed his speed as he knifed into the backfield to bring down the ball carrier.
They're going to go for the easy 3 here. The kick is up, and it's good. Number 11 looks ready to kick this one off. Frederick, and number 22 set to return. Number 22 fields it in the end zone. They did a great job on their last drive, moving the ball down the field for a touchdown. Let's see if they can duplicate that on this drive. They'll go to work at the 20-yard line. Number 21 is the deep back as they line up in the I. Drops back to pass. Steps up. He passes it. And it's going the other way. He tried to force that one in there.
Yep, and the safety made him pay for a terrific read and a nice catch.
They'll take over at the 40.
Will start the drive at the 40-yard line. First and 10.
The Wildcats come out in the ace formation. And down he goes. And the halfback carries for a pickup of 3.
3-yard gain on the play.
Second and 7. Ball on the 43-yard line. They line up with split backs. Back to pass. He's under some heat. And it's caught. Big opening. Shakes off a tackle. Inside the 30. To the 10. Now he spins. He's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Great pass play.
This guy comes up with a great catch here. He's got good hands. And when he's on, there's no one in America that can catch him.
Kansas State lines up with a split backfield. And he's taken down. Gain of a yard by the fullback.
1-yard gain on the play.
Number 27 lines up in the deep back, I formation. Here's the option. He spins, and down he goes. The option keeper gets him 2, maybe 3 yards. Kansas State sets up in the I. Here's the give. Couldn't get anything out of that. Number 11 in to attempt the short field goal. He gets it up, and it splits the uprights. Number 11 looks ready to kick this one off. Frederick. And number 22 back deep to return. Frederick fields it in the end zone. Creates some room. Guys, their last possession, they really had good success passing the ball.
Hey, if you ask me, I'd air it out some more.
Lee, I agree. Make them show you that they can stop it before you change things up.
They'll get the ball here at the 25. Georgia comes out in the shotgun. He drops back. He steps up. He's under pressure. Fumbles the ball. Picks up the loose ball. The 5. Touchdown. And that was about the worst thing you could ask for.
Oh, that hurts. The worst thing that can happen. And now you've got to regroup and try to get back on the field for another set of downs.
Let's look at that touchdown one more time. And he tacks on the extra point. So with less than 2 to go in the fourth quarter, the score is Kansas State 33, Georgia 14. Number 11 is lined up to kick this one off. Frederick and number 22 back to return. Number 22 fields it in the end zone. Well, the offense is back on the field again. In their last drive, they moved the ball very well, especially through the air on their way to that touchdown. They'll start this drive at the 20-yard line. They come out in a nickel. They'll throw on first down. Steps up in the pocket. Found his man. And he's out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Drops back to pass. Wants to throw outside. Complete. And he's taken down. Nice little catch there, huh, Coach?
Yeah, that was a good call. I like that call. I like short passes. They're safe and can lead to some really good yardage.
Back to pass. And he's going to lose yards on this one. A great defensive effort there.
And let me tell you, the key to that play was right there in the defensive line. They tied this offensive line up and allowed their linebackers to come up and make a big play.
Lee, I agree with you. We always talk about the linebackers and safeties, but credit the big guys up front for that play.
Number 3 lines up with 5 wide out. Steps up. He goes downtown. He gets another, and this is a big one. The receiver found a hole in the zone and turned it into a first down.
No matter what type of defensive coverage you have, there are always going to be holes. The best thing you can do is make those holes small so the quarterback can't get the ball in there.
The Wildcats line up in a nickelback. Defense looking for his first incompletion this drive. Throws it to the outside. And that was a good defensive play.
Yeah, guys, this is because he's in great position to make the play.
The Bulldogs come out in the ace formation. He steps up. And it's complete for the touchdown. That was his 3rd touchdown of the day.
Well, the quarterback's going to get a lot of credit, but I think the thing that has helped him the most back there is the protection by the offensive line. He has had plenty of time to make decisions back there in the pocket.
And those decisions he's been making are the right ones too, my friend.
And he hits the PAT. So with less than a minute to go in the fourth quarter, the score is Kansas State 33, Georgia 21. Number 30 needs a good bounce for a possible recovery here. Here goes. And they couldn't come up with the onside kick.
Yeah, the receiving team was in great position to recover that football.
They'll go to work at the 41-yard line. They come out in a goal line set. And down he goes at the 38. The Bulldogs are going to take a timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining. It's 2nd down and 7 to go. Ball on the 38-yard line. They line up with split backs. They hand off on the counter. Nothing doing. Tackled for a loss on the play. Georgia calls a timeout. That was their 2nd timeout. Third down and 10 coming up. Ball on the 41. They line up with split backs. He tries to spin. And he's taken down. The Bulldogs call for a timeout. And now they got no timeouts left.
Fourth and 8. Ball on the 39-yard line.
Number 11 lines up for a long field goal, and I'm not sure he's got the power to make this one. And he got it. And that was a long, long field goal.
Boy, that kick can sure kick the football.
Let's check out the replay. Kansas State to kick this one off. And he got all of this one. Great kick. Number 22 fields it in the end zone. Thanks to some nice passing on the last drive, the offense was able to take it down the field for 6.
And great play calling to help make that an easy drive. The question is, can they do it again?
They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
First and 10.
Kansas State comes out defensively with 6 defensive backs. They'll throw on first down. Steps up in the pocket. And it's incomplete. It looks like he overthrew him on that one.
I'll tell you, I think the quarterback got rid of that one too quickly, Kirk.
Well, Coach, you're right. They need to work on their timing a little bit more.
Second and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. Kansas State puts 6 DBs on the field to counter this 5-receiver look. He drops back. Steps up. He's got to throw it in a hurry. Got an opening. Juke move. He spins around. And down he goes. And a big gain on a quarterback scramble.
Easy play there. The receivers run the defenders off, and all the quarterback has to do was run to the vacant spot on the field.
And don't forget about the awareness of the quarterback, recognizing the coverage and having the courage to tote it downfield.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 36. Number 3 has 5 receivers lined up here. Drops back to pass. Here comes the pressure. Throws this one out to the right. Found his man. And they bring him down.
300 yards passing on the day for this quarterback, Kirk. He's been successful picking at this defense all day long.
Yeah, Coach, he's really tearing up this secondary.
They'll throw on 1st down. The spike will stop the clock. Second and 10. This is the 6th play of this drive.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Georgia lines up with 3 receivers. Across the middle, and he dropped it.
Pass. Number 80, the intended receiver on the play.
Third down and 10 coming up. Ball on the 35-yard line. And they'll try one last pass here to pad the stats, but that's about all they're going to get right here. Back to pass. Here they come. Fires across the middle. Nice job getting a hand on that one.
Yeah, really good heads-up play there to get a hand on the football by the defense.
The Bulldogs line up with 4 wideouts. He steps up, deep pass down the right side. Oh, boy, almost intercepted. And that's the end of the game. Coach, what's your final thought on the game?
I don't know about you guys, but I was pretty darn impressed with this bunch of kids. Kansas State faced a pretty good opponent in this one, but they just marched right through them. I'm telling you, these guys are for real.
Thanks for joining us for another presentation of NCAA Football 2004. And our final score in this one, Kansas State 36, Georgia 21. Brad Nessler for Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit signing off. So long, everybody.